A jury is still deciding whether Christopher Clements is guilty of kidnapping and killing 6-year-old Isabel Celis. The jury's been considering the case since mid-afternoon yesterday. KGUN9's Craig Smith has been covering this story since Isabel disappeared 12 years ago. He joins us now live. You've been watching for signs the jury could come down with some kind of a ruling, correct?
Right. This really is a matter of us basically watching a courthouse door or courtroom door all day long. Now, if the lawyers and particularly if the Celis family show up, that's a sign they've been called back to hear about a verdict, but we have not seen that happen yet. With time off for breaks, the jurors have probably been deliberating roughly 6 or 7 hours so far on a complex case. The disappearance and death of 6-year-old Isabel Celis has hung over her family and Tucson for 12 years. The question of how someone stole her out of the family house without alerting 4 family members and a collection of dogs has been a continuing mystery and a chilling idea for families. Christopher Clements is a registered sex offender who police questioned right after the kidnapping, but he did not become a suspect until 5 years later when he offered to lead detectives to the young girl's remains in return for getting a burglary charge dropped. He said he simply knew the location but had nothing to do with the death. That remote location put Clements under suspicion for 2 child murders. He ended up with a life sentence for kidnapping and killing 13-year-old Maribel Gonzalez. Her remains were found near where Clements pointed out Isabel's remains. A partial DNA match to Clements from Maribel's remains and cell phone tracking that placed Clements' phone in the area were part of the evidence in the older girl's death. Jurors in this latest trial were not allowed to hear of the conviction in the Maribel Gonzalez case or Clements' history as a sex offender. They were told of Clements' collection of photos of young girls in provocative poses. But there was no DNA to connect Clement to Isabel remains or to the Celis house, and Clements' lawyers questioned the validity of cell phone tracking that said the day after Isabel disappeared, Clements' phone was near where her body would be found 5 years later. Now, it's important to remember that this is a retrial because a previous jury could not agree on guilt or innocence. In that case, there was one juror who held out, but the others were ready to vote guilty. Now, in this case, when the longer the jury is out, the more you start wondering if, in fact, they are having a jam up, they are having some sort of deadlock that could lead to another hung jury. But it's very hard to predict jury behavior, and we are simply going to have to continue to watch and wait. Reporting live at Pima Superior Court, Craig Smith, KGUN 9.